What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are here with the should you summon for the brand new Indura Retribution Freyr here, guys. We're going to be covering all the information that you need to know about the character, about the banner itself, and then giving you guys an informed decision on whether or not you should be summoning. If you guys do enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 53,000 subscribers. I definitely do appreciate the support on the channel, guys. And with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk about the should you summon for the character. So new draw notice here, guys, for the Sun God Freyr. So we're gonna go over his kit first, and then we'll talk about the actual banner itself, who's gonna be on the banner, and then we'll go over, you know, whether I think it's worth summoning or not. So, Prince of the Vanir God, Sun God Freyr. He's going to be blue attribute, unknown race, and SSR rarity. Now, for his passive here, you guys can see it's active only on field in deathmatch. So, that's the only way you're going to be able to get his passive going. This hero's unique is only activates in deathmatch. The hero's basic stats increase by 7% for each ally participating in the battle. The hero skills are ranked up at the start of the battle for a limit of once. And all debuffs are removed from all allies when the hero uses a single target attack. And allies whose debuffs are removed healed for 10% of their max HP for each debuff removed. And increases all stats of the hero by, or all stats of the allies by 10% when the hero uses a skill limit of 3 times. And if all allies are alive, their damage dealt to enemies increases by 30%, and damage taken decreases by 30% as well. So as you guys can see, man, from the passive right here, it's pretty much tailor-made for the Indura Retribution deathmatch raid. You know, the Indura boss right now has been kind of limited only to the, you know, kind of fairy collab that we had with Eminence and Shadow. So with this character release, it looks like they're going to be expanding the amount of options now that we have for this fight, and this is going to be a lot better for people that did not summon on the actual collaboration. Alright, now moving over to these skills here, guys, we have Shattering Light here, cancel stances on one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 250% of attack, then stuns for 2 turns. So you guys actually told me in my last video that it does not need to be only petrified to actually get off the you know, the effect that you need in the fight. Stun actually does work as well, so yeah, I mean, this Freyr is going to be perfect for that. And then moving on to the next skill here, we have Light Spear, damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies. Light Spear is going to be 3 times pierce rate increase, and it's kind of weird here that they don't just say pierce AoE. It looks like they're going to be adding another effect here, maybe just be bugged right now in the actual, like, you know, draw notice kind of event here, guys. But yeah, I definitely do think that they probably will change this, because they just have it called Light Spear when it should be just pierce damage, right? It should just be pierce damage equal to 250% of attack. So we'll see exactly how that's you know, changes or not. And then moving on to the ultimate here, guys, Sword of the Sun inflicts damage equal to 1080% of attack on one enemy and inflicts additional death damage. So death is going to be 100% of the final damage as additional damage, and it's random damage on death. And this is actually going to scale based on the dupes. Obviously, it's the same scaling that the red Freyr had, since this is a variant of that character. So it's going to be 20%, 30%, 40%, 55, 70, and 100%, with the actual percent of the damage itself going up as well. So that is going to be the kit right there, guys, of the brand new Freyr. So let's actually move over now to the banner, and I'll let you guys know whether or not I think it's going to be worth summoning based on all the info we kind of talked about. So for the banner here, we have the brand new Sun God Freyr. We have the green tier, which is actually a very, like, a very good character to be rerunning already, right? Like, this character only came out fairly recently now with the Hell celebration we had about like 2 months ago now. So yeah, I mean, this character is still fairly recent, guys, so that's really good. You have all the demonic beast units, so you have Migelda, Jormungand, you have Thonar, and then Freya. We do also have the red LR Elizabeth, or like the SSR version of her. You do also have the blue Jericho and green Demon Melly as part of the new legend units. Then we also do have the blue Scotty and also the, what is that, the blue Ellie Hawk right there, guys. So, yeah, I mean, overall, the banner is not the greatest for someone that's a long-term player, because the only thing you're probably really missing is going to be, like, Tyr and then maybe Scotty. Other than that, I mean, it's still pretty solid for, like, a more newer player. Probably not the best, though, in terms of, like, the best banner to summon on as a new player. Like, you'd probably rather summon on solo leveling itself, or maybe even, like, an upcoming festival banner, and we'll kind of talk about how they're going to be structuring those. But yeah, I mean, right now, like, this banner is pretty solid across the board, but it's really only, you know, if you want to get Freyr for your deathmatch clears. And we're going to find out exactly what the new meta team is going to be with this character, if it's going to need alpha on the team, or if it's going to be a thing where where, you know, we can bring this character and not have to run alpha, beta, all of them, and we can just kind of run any kind of, you know, kind of blue setup right there. So we'll see exactly what that's like in the actual game, guys, but just off of like the kit of the character at base, I mean, it seems like he's gonna be really nice. And you know, obviously, like, a lot of the things he's providing is really strong, but if you already have a really built fairy team, it might not be a reason for you to actually summon on this, since the fairy team is still very, very good. So yeah, guys, for my final thoughts here on the banner, should you be summoning for the new Sun God Freyr? I would say if you're someone that did not pick up the collab characters for Eminence and Shadow, and you want to have a consistent character that will be doing all the support and even DPS too for the Indura Retribution boss, and I actually do think this is a worthwhile summon. Now, you do have to, you know, bear in mind as well though, guys, that, you know, the banner itself, other than like green tier and maybe blue Scotty, the rest of the filler is not really desirable for a player that's been playing for a while. And if you're someone that, you know, are kind of in the position where you don't necessarily care too much about clearing Indura Retribution, then you really don't need a summon for this character, and at that point you could just kind of skip, because the only real value you would get out of this banner is pulling the green tier, so you could do your floor 4 of like bird and deer, or just, you know, getting the Freyr himself for Indura if you even care to do Indura. So where I'm at right now is, if you are someone that does want to clear Indura and you want to do it every single day, you want to make sure that you're getting your SA coins, then yeah, I mean, you could by all means like go for one rotation on the character, get one copy. I don't think you're gonna need dupes or anything like that. I think one copy would be good. And also bear in mind as well, guys, at the 600 pity, you cannot pick green tier. It's only going to be the Freyr. So if you're someone that's like, okay, maybe I want to summon on this banner for tier as well, you're not actually guaranteed to get tier from this, you know, kind of pool if you do go to the pity. So, you know, definitely bear that in mind, as that's going to be a very important thing in my opinion. But yeah, again, it's going to be, if you're someone that's interested in doing Indura, you do not have the Eminence and Shadow collab, you know, fairy characters, then this is a worthwhile summon if you're someone that's in that position. Now, if you're someone that doesn't really care about Indura like that, guys, or you already have the Eminence and Shadow characters, then at that point I don't really see it like being worthwhile to get this character, because yeah, I mean, he's gonna be an insane support for the fight, but it's not gonna be something where I think you're gonna need Freyr to actually clear, because you can actually clear right now with that fairy variant team if you have beta, if you have alpha, you have Lancelot, and then LR King. So I think right now it's really up to kind of you and where your box is at. And if you do value Indura as a content you're doing every single day, if you do value Indura a lot, then guys, then I would say that this is not a bad banner to summon on. But then again, this character is just a 600 pity banner, and this character will rerun in the future and probably on the bigger banners throughout the year. So yeah, keep all those things in mind, guys, in terms of like whether or not you should be summoning on this character. And in terms of like the next major banner that's releasing, I think the next major banner we're going to be getting is most likely going to be in July. So I'll actually, or like the end of July, I mean, right? So let's actually pull up the Grand Cross sheet here, guys, and we'll go to the very end here with the update schedule, and we'll see what we actually got last year. So yeah, we just go to 2024 and around July, right? So end of July, we did get the UR Thor character, as you guys can see right here. So it's kind of hard to see. Maybe my camera's kind of blocking it. But you can see right here, 25th of July, we did have Thor. So we're most likely going to be getting a festival at the end of this month. If we're not getting a festival at the end of this month, guys, probably just going to be a standard 600 banner again. But yeah, I mean, you know, we'll see exactly how it's going to be. But if you do want to save your gems for that banner, you're already done summoning on solo leveling, then I would say, yeah, I mean, it's probably a worthwhile skip as well if you do not care as much about getting this Freyr. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys gonna be doing in the comments below. Are you planning on something for this character? Let me know down below. And that's gonna be it. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.